Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of the X-Files. We have a new member of the team. John Doggett is now officially, I don't know why I did that in air quotes, is now officially part of the X-Files, assigned. We've finished our 3-part story with Mulder, which saw us out of season 7 and into season 8 and introduced us to Doggett. How this is going to go, I've no idea. All I know is I think we're going to get, I mentioned it in the last episode, I think we're going to get some sort of, like, not necessarily a role reversal, but I think Scully's going to be the Mulder of the two. Because Doggett he's a good agent, and his techniques and the way he looks at things, the way he investigates the case is very orthodox, by the book, normal standard procedures. Not going to work very well for the X-Files, is it? Let's go find out. This is episode 3. Just before I do, if you are still enjoying the X-Files, even though Mulder's AWOL for the time being, don't forget to hit the sub and we will continue on with the 3rd episode. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles things and how Scully handles him. Because guess what? She's now the resident expert.
Land's sakes, George, what are you trying to do? 39 years, I'm still surprised that embalming fluid of yours doesn't wake the dead.
Didn't wake old Zeke McPherson tonight.
What the hell is that? Okay, husband's dead. Okay, good luck with this one, Doggett. Oh, I like that. That's well cool. By the vein.
I've been here all weekend, and early this morning I went over every X-file in that cabinet there.
Every?
I just left to get some coffee.
Bloody hell.
Well,
At least he's getting familiar.
Just a few.
Cause of death was blood loss from numerous deep wounds, from bites. Any thoughts, any questions?
Normally this is Scully going, you're not going to tell me something
Bites?
weird.
On his head, torso, and hands.
I've seen some violent crimes. I mean, some seriously screwed up stuff, but this is extreme. I have to admit, Agent Scully, I'm at a loss.
Yeah, welcome to the X-Files.
Well, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yale Abbott, Castle County Sheriff's.
Hi, Agent Scully. This is Agent Doggett.
I wasn't expecting you to be in a suit.
We like to think we can handle our own problems around here.
I have to admit, I'm a little baffled by what I've seen.
Oh, really?
Understand, Detective, that we've seen cases like yours regularly on our unit. Agent Doggett has only just been assigned to the X-Files.
So there was contamination of the general crime scene. My boys did a real damn good job of separating the various shoe prints. It's not human, I know that.
That's got 4 toes.
Animal either.
There's only 4 toes.
Yeah, I can see
That's not
that.
an unheard of birth defect. I'd say that some...
You can see it straight away, can't you? Is everybody else is just, Doggett included, the sheriff, they're all just thinking in normal, everyday, human crime terms. And Scully's now the one with the open mind of not as extreme theories as Mulder, but straight away. We might be dealing with somebody who's got pterodactyly. And they're like, what now?
I mean, maybe this print can help explain those bite marks.
How?
I'm not quite sure yet.
She's not quite sure yet.
Just got here.
If it were an animal, there would be numerous prints
Of it
all over
running
here
away.
and in the yard.
Yes.
I have no motive to go on, no intent.
It was
There's
hanging
not one
upside
shred
down.
of evidence that cries out for a human explanation.
Which it will.
And one more thing. I never said that what you're looking for is a man.
But I'm not too sure he's prepared for any of what he's going to see.
You know, there is a more obvious explanation. A more basic answer. What we're dealing with here is simply a man.
Yeah, you take every possible explanation and you choose the simplest one. Agent Mulder used to refer to it as Occam's principle of limited imagination. It's dark up here.
What What do you see?
Funeral director. Don't need him now. Use your phone. Found the fingers.
Victory.
Well, from the smell, I'd say they were regurgitated.
Yeah.
Recently.
Looks like to me, I don't know, like it was...
Hanging?
Hanging there?
Yeah. Oh crap, it's here. Yeah.
Nothing that will allay anyone's fears about what killed this man or his wife.
What? You mean who killed him?
4-toed prints that we found, and the bites have fang-like tears. What I thought were marks left by human molars are now inconclusive because of enzymes that were found in the bites, which are clearly inhuman.
Ah.
I can't exactly explain it, but I realize that I owe the detective an apology.
2 days later, the county coroner was disemboweled by something with sharp teeth and 4-toed claws. Something that ate several body parts and regurgitated them elsewhere.
So is it the same one from what was that newspaper from 1918? Does it feed for a certain length of time and then hibernate? Possibly. Do bats hibernate? I have no clue.
You see those marks, right?
Which is why if you don't catch it at the
Ones
time,
on the rafter?
it goes unnoticed. It gets left, gets put back to a cold case.
I don't care what kind of a savage he is. What did this isn't human.
Photo album. I think it's our first break on this case.
What is it?
The victim's daughter, Ariel, her dead body was pulled from the river here last week.
I got that call.
A daughter who, by the way, she hadn't even seen in over 40 years.
I'm not, sure where you're going with this, Agent Scully.
I am.
The daughter is the connection.
Yeah.
How is that?
Because her body may have been burned for a reason, and you're going to want to exhume it in order to find out why.
Oh, I said this was going to happen. She's going to sound like the one with all the wild, crazy ideas.
What did you say to him?
Well, I told him to dig up the body. Isn't that what you wanted?
What else?
What else did you say to him?
Well, I told him that you were a leading authority on paranormal phenomena, and who were we to argue with an expert?
He doesn't know what to do here.
I told you I spent the weekend looking through that cabinet full of X-Files, and I saw how pretty much every X-File broke with a leap.
Well, I'd say that you're taking a pretty big leap believing in that article.
I understand normal police weren't taking leaps. He's probably right. But leaps are required when you're dealing with the paranormal.
I don't know how you do it. I called the judge's order in a half hour ago. You guys are fast.
We got out here. Somebody'd already dug up the box. They scratched up the wood on the lid real good. See?
Guess at this point that Scully mentioning that the daughter may be the link, but we're not quite sure how yet. The fact that the old woman hadn't seen her daughter for 40 years and that's how long this thing's been gone. I'm not saying she is it, even though that could be feasible and the body you found wasn't her. Or did she disappear 40 years ago because she was with this thing? Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, run. Oh, no, he's still alive for now. Maybe not anymore. That's brutal.
I want a word with you. We listened to you. The detective listened to you. We could have been out hunting this thing down, Agent Doggett. She's not welcome here.
This is the body pulled from the river. She died of natural causes, congestive heart failure.
We're never gonna catch it standing here speculating.
It was
kills
its
like an
mate.
animal, but with purpose. Each of those victims had had contact with this burnt body. The man who found her in the river. A Myron Stefaniak.
I think the daughter was its mate, and you've taken it from him, which is why it's going after everybody who was involved.
Well, we're investigating some murder, sir, that we believe may be connected to the burnt body that you found recently.
Is no connection. I just fished it out of the river.
He was one of 3 hunters that killed a man that was half animal.
Please, that was a long time ago. Leave it alone.
Leave me alone.
I'm afraid they can't. I'm not quite sure I've got all the details right here.
Maybe I'm manufacturing a theory.
Well, what happened to taking a leap?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just trying too hard.
About all I know about the paranormal is men are from Mars and women are from Venus. But I can tell when a man's hiding something.
And he's hiding something.
Myron Stefaniak fishes a woman out of the river who's been gone for 40 years. He has a brother he hasn't seen in over 40 years.
Yeah.
A brother who just happened to hunt down some kind of creature over 40 years ago.
Here's another theory. What if his brother didn't die, catching the one in 1956? What if he was already bitten or scratched or maimed by it, and his brother turned into one, kind of like a werewolf thing? And he's been the one hiding his brother for 40 years. That's also feasible. Complete shutdown and...
You there!
Stop right there! Put your hands up and out. Now turn around slowly.
Are you Ernie Stefaniak?
Yes.
Yeah.
44 years I wouldn't dare.
Wow.
Knowing it was out there.
Right.
That it could come back for me. And just as we came from the apes, so might a man sprung from a bat. Communication could be only one way. My brother helped me.
We saw that.
44 years on 6 acres of island should be only one demand.
Damn.
It's killed 4 people. All of whom would have had traces of your scent through various degrees of contact with your wife's body.
My brother's okay, Ernie. Stay here. Stay with him.
Is this really a good idea? When he's just told you all he hunts at night? And yeah, shit, and now you've got your scent on him. Oh, crap. Oh, Scully, come on, hurry up. Surely you can hear this. Oh, hell.
Well, I made the connections.
Come on,
It was,
Scully, it was you.
It was Agent Doggett that got us out here.
You ought to be wishing he hadn't.
Sir, I'm here to protect you.
And how are you gonna do that? It's waited 44 years. It'll wait out there as long as it takes. The sensors are set at 10 feet high.
Meanwhile, I don't know what the hell's going on with Doggett. He could be drowning. It's taunting you. Don't use it all.
Maybe I got it. Maybe I killed it.
Maybe you didn't. Just got, what did he say? The vengeance of a man and the hunting skills of a bat and an animal. He's fucking shaking. Oh Christ, it's not going to come down the freaking chimney, is it? So this was never really anything to do with it. He going after her or his wife. Oh, box! Did that even work? What was that? 3 or 4 shots into his chest?
Scully.
Oh, he's here. Good God. He's the only person it's attacked fully who's managed to fucking live through it. 2 weeks. He got pretty banged up.
I received a fax up in my old office from Ernie's brother, Myron Stefaniak.
He's alive. Where is he?
Well, he doesn't say.
Do you believe it, Agent Doggett?
Believe it?
Do you marked?
That this thing is still out there and someday it's gonna come after us?
The guys upstairs were making some noise about this case, about what's in our field report.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah, you will. Being ridiculed. She's moving it.
I never had a desk in here,
No, she didn't.
Agent Doggett, but I'll see that you get one.
All right.
And I just want to say, thank you for watching my back.
Well, I never saw it as an option.
Just put away his name for now. that was a very interesting initial X-File with him. Okay, episode 3. I thoroughly enjoyed that. You can't deny what you say. No matter how much he is prepared or has tried to prepare himself, reading through all the X-Files, and him saying, and a lot of this I see that leaps are made to be able to, well, in general, not really solve the cases, but at least understand them. Because the X-Files isn't about solving it, case closed, all neat and tidy, put away in a drawer, done with, perpetrator found, explanations made. No. I was off with a few details with that, especially the daughter, who spent 44 years with him, completely cut off from society, even forbid for her to even speak to her mother again. So her mother died, never knowing. And he says that this thing is marked. It will mark you. Whether we ever come back to that or not, might do. Doubtful. But he's gone into hiding now. But it was all about vengeance and revenge and vengeance. I don't know what revengeance is. No explanation. Not going to be one, is there? And I like that she said at the end there, the guys are talking upstairs at some of the things that you've put in the report. Get used to it. Because now you're down here with me, you are going to be ridiculed. You're going to become expendable. You're going to become the subject of everybody else's discussion. That you're another spooky now because you're working on the X-Files. I really liked how Scully handled that case. She still tried to stick to as much scientific basis as possible, but there is more than a hint of Mulder's investigative technique in there than she would probably like to admit. But at the same time, what's she doing? She's carrying on his work. And she's going to get him a desk. Put the plaque away for now with Foxy's name on it. I'm interested. I am interested as to how this is going to go. Like I said at the start, it feels like our first X-Files case again, because we've got somebody involved now that we have one person who knows exactly what they're doing and what they can come across and what sort of investigation they need to have and how open-minded they need to remain in Scully now. Like I said, and Doggett's new to the game. The roles have reversed. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Right, I will be back with episode 4 next. If you do want to watch all 7 and the beginning of season 8, if you want to watch all of the series, they are all available on YouTube and playlists. If you want to watch them all in full length, you can do over on Patreon. The way to do that is just to check the link in the description. That will take you over there. By all means, post your comments down below. Let me know if a lot of you, because obviously with the change of character here and us moving away from Mulder and having Doggett here, were a lot of you resistant to this? Didn't want Mulder to replace? I mean, he's not Mulder. He's not trying to be Mulder, and he's not trying to replace him. But I just feel like it's given the series a different direction and a fresh feel to it for the time being. Don't get me wrong. I miss Mulder the same as the rest of us. I wish it was the 3 of them. But I'm enjoying seeing, from what we know now, 7 or 8 seasons in, it being introduced to somebody else who is at least taking it seriously. Right, so yes, leave your comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I will see you for episode 4 next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you for the next one.